Ciao everyone and welcome back to another video. For this one video, as you can actually see, I will be working in Live 2D to rig my VTuber model. Right now I'm not using it because I want to keep it a surprise, let's say. Obviously I've already recorded the part with the VTuber model while I use it with VTube Studio at the end of the video. Even if it's my first time using this program, I'm quite surprised that I could make it in such a short time, because I started about 2 weeks ago and I didn't really work on it all day long because I kept getting distracted, or I would have perhaps finished it in just 1 week. But obviously my distractions happen way too easily and I hate it. Because when I'm focusing and then I get distracted, I get also annoyed. I should maybe, when doing something, just focus on that and then look at other things. But at times you feel kind of forced to be distracted, and it's quite bothersome, at least for me. But anyway, I digress, as usual. I know at times you can hear my chair creaking because it sucks, but I'm waiting to get some commissions to be able to raise the money to get a new one. But anyway, I've worked on the eyes actually twice because I had to change something, and so I went to Clip Studio Paint again and rigged it back to avoid that in the video you will see the difference. Even though I could have kept it that way, but I like torturing myself and make the work longer for me. Anyway, the eyes are the easiest thing to rig in Live 2D and VTuber models and yada yada. That's for sure. I didn't draw many toggles for the eyes because I actually forgot, because that's something that I wanted to add. And then when I noticed, I'd said that I could do that another time. To be honest, it's just an easy add. After all, you can add anything you want in the model itself. I don't know when I will be able to actually upload this video, because lately we are having quite bad weather here in Italy and I don't really have the best internet ever, and when there's bad weather it dies, or at least it slows down so much that you can't even refresh Twitter, for example, or to just look at the picture my friend will send me on Discord. It takes forever to load and it's quite a pain. Actually, it also took me quite a lot of time to make the VTuber model, also to look for some tutorials about certain things I didn't understand how they worked, or for example even for when I was setting up my model on VTube Studio, because apparently usually I've seen that they load the model on the program and the model pretty much moves already. Instead, for me, I had to change the parameter to make it move. Like I had VTube Studio set on the physical parameter for angle X or Y or any other physics. And it was still only the eyes blinked and moved and everything else. I was panicking. Then I went to the parameters. I changed from the physics to the actual input angle X. I don't know, perhaps I made the right decision, I don't know, but I've tried to make an animation for the showcase on vTuber Studio, and obviously on Live 2D it didn't work. Yay! I tried to check if I made some mistakes, but everything seems to be okay. On the physics setting, the preview works pretty well as on Live 2D viewer, it works perfectly. I don't know. Maybe that's how it should be. I don't really know. Anyway, as you can see here, I'm working on the mouth. It was quite tricky when I had to make the angle XYZ for the movements, because I kept having the lip skin popping out from the face border, or the inside of the mouth wanted to come outside and peek out from the corners. So it was quite a bit of a challenge, let's say. And I thought it could be easy. Oh, I was so wrong. But eventually I've managed to make it work. As you can see, I think the mouth was what took me the longest to work on, because there were a lot of expression to make. I made a sad one, a smiley one, and all the letters, let's say. And yeah. Also, regrettably, actually, let me point that out, I've made the inside of the mouth quite detailed. Not a lot, but enough to make my life hell, as always. When it came to face angles, I at first saved a 3D model from Clip Studio Paint to use as a reference. I dropped that right away and I went all freehand, and yeah, I'm crazy, I know, but I found that way easier because I don't know, I wanted to freehand it. I was like, I'm brave enough to do this without any reference. I'm strong, I'm the best. I don't know what was going on in my mind, but whatever. The face angles became quite a challenge when it came to add the mouth and the nose, because it messed up everything, because the eyes was easy, even the tattoo on the cheek of my model and the line, which I wanted to make it having like lights going on the cheek, but then I dropped it because I couldn't make it work as I wanted. But I will try that another time, perhaps. The X angle for the nose was the easiest part, because I just made the line appear with a mask and all that. If you can use Live 2D, you know very well, better than me, how that works. The problem was when I had to work on the angles, which is quite troublesome, and at times the program, after synthesizing the corners, would mess up all my work, and that was so sad. I redid the angles and the corners like 50 times, and it will still mess it up no matter what you do. Here I'm adding the ears, and actually the earring, the dangling of the earring when I move my head, I did make that on my own, and I'm so proud because There wasn't in the tutorial, obviously, because every model is different, but I'm very, very proud of the work I've done on my own. After all, once you know the basics and how to make something move, using this program become way easier. And so I managed to do this on my own. Yeah, I'm so proud. I can't help it. I'm also very proud of the model itself that I've done on my own. If you calculate the whole work, it took me a whole week for sure. So let's say I've learned this in a week. But anyway, we now moved to the air, and also this I've reworked several times because the angles the corners would mess them up. Also, the central bang of my model, there are a few strands that come out, and I didn't separate them at first, but then I went back to to Clips to the Paint, and I separated them after, and then it was easier to modify everything after that. Here I'm also adding the physics to the hair, though I should say that perhaps I will change the Y physics for my hair, because I actually don't really like the outcome of that. Anyway, here the preview. I really like the movement. Now it's time to work on the body, which is what needs less work, let's say, if you don't have all the details on your outfit like my model, which you would barely see if I was to live stream with this model. But I digress. I didn't really care about that because I really like the techno wear aesthetic. I perhaps will make another model in the future with another aesthetic, and I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. I might want to try with a female model, perhaps, but I don't know if I want to make all the front all jiggy wiggly, blah, all that, because I don't really like that. Anyway, my outfit has a lot of straps and dangling things all over. So I had to animate each and any of them individually, obviously. And actually, the movement that I've given everything was quite simple. I actually like the outcome. I should perhaps change still a few things. I will see in the future. I still have plenty of things that I really want to do with this model anyway, like adding more toggles and whatnot. More things that I've done on my own was the dangling of the zipper puller. I've learned that this thing has a name now. Okay, anyway, and that's another thing that I've done on my own. I have such a bad migraine right now that I find it hard to say things right away. I take so many pauses, and then while editing I remove the pauses fast. But it's killing me. So if you hear me a bit meh, it's because I'm suffering. I bet you can feel the same suffering from my voice. I really hope you never get through such a migraine. This is something that I go through monthly, and at times it happens even more often. Just when the humidity rises, I'm done. I get a migraine right away, and it lasts for a whole day, if not for a few days as well. Here I'm editing the breathing. It was the easiest feature to rig, I tell you. Next time I might divide the fingers more. Actually, for the next model I want to place the hands differently so that you can see the palm instead of the top part of the hand, so I can make the hand open and close and turn around a little more, which I couldn't really do with my model. Just a few little details. Okay, this is the finished model. I'm still using the old background for now because I don't know what else to use. Anyway, this is the functional model, as you can see. It moves everywhere, everything, winking, blinking. Away. And now the toggles. Let's try the toggles. Okay, first, the first one. We are so sad. Okay, let's cheerful. Let's cheerful. Oh. Okay, then we go back to happy and we use the hood. We have the hood on. Yay! Now we have the wavy, and there's also the hands in pockets that you can barely see for now. Maybe I will post the showcase here on YouTube as well. I only posted it on TikTok, but it's a teeny little bit small for. I should have perhaps recorded everything differently, let's say. But anyway, we have reached the end of this video as well. I thank you for sticking with me until now, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao!